What's going on, everybody? I'm Bruce.
And I'm McKenzie.
Today, we are going to be doing something that we have never done before. We're already excited for Halloween, so we thought it would be fun to show you guys some costumes. But to shake things up, I have a fun idea.
Oh no, what's that?
Well, instead of just picking out costumes for ourselves and trying them on, I thought it'd be a lot more fun if we picked out costumes for one another.
That could be interesting, but here's the thing. We have a lot of different costumes, so what if we pick 3 different genres to choose from?
I think that's a pretty good idea.
Okay, how about Gothic, Pirate, and Medieval?
Gothic, Pirate, and Medieval. Yeah, that sounds good. But can we throw in a 4th one, kind of like a dealer's choice just to shake things up?
Okay, so we'll do Gothic, Pirate, Medieval, and one random?
Yep.
Sounds fun, let's get started.
All right, let's go.
For the Gothic costume, I chose the men's Midnight Count costume. You can't go wrong with the classic vampire look.
For the Gothic costume, I picked up the Dress to Kill women's vampire costume. I wanted to pick something that was more scary than sultry.
Then for the pirate outfit, I picked out the traditional men's pirate captain costume. Bruce loves old school pirate movies, so I went with a more traditional take on the pirate captain look.
Next, for the pirate costume, I chose the Rustic Pirate Lady women's costume. I picked this one because it has a practical look befitting the likes of Anne Bonny and Mary Read.
Okay, for the medieval costume, I've chosen the men's King Richard costume. It's got a really regal feel to it.
All right, for the medieval option, I've chosen the women's Anne Boleyn costume, which is a fancy noble's outfit that includes a dress and a headpiece.
And then for the final costume, I chose the Minotaur costume. I absolutely love this costume, and I think since Bruce is on the shorter side, it might be a little funny to see him dressed up as a giant monster.
Finally, I chose the Lady of the Swamp Witch costume because, well, look at it. It does not get much scarier than that. Dude!
Oh my gosh, I really love this. I'm surprised by how much I love this.
That is a fantastic costume. This is the women's Dress to Kill vampire costume.
I feel Dressed to Kill.
Now, the jacket and the vest underneath, is the jacket separate from the vest, or is it all like one piece?
No, they're separate, so you can totally take off the jacket if you get hot.
So if you're like at a Halloween party and you want to hit the dance floor, you can take it off.
Oh yeah.
Awesome. But now, I don't know if you'd necessarily want to lose the jacket because I really love the trim here on the sleeves, on the cuffs here.
Oh my gosh, it's so detailed. I love this blood red with like the black mesh over it, and then it's got this like zipper trim right here and right
on the
here.
shoulder. And that's like a real zipper too, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean you can't zip it up because it's not zipped up to anything, but
yeah,
it adds
looks awesome.
A lot of coolness factor to it.
See, the thing I love about this is you have like the dark red on the cuff of your jacket, it's on the lapel, it's on the vest, and then it even goes up to this cravat around your neck too.
Oh yeah, and this is so easy to wear. It's just got Velcro in the back. It's
so you
really
don't have
comfy.
to like tie it or anything. It's not like okay, that's a relief.
Mm-hmm.
And then it also, the red is on your top hat as well, on
yeah.
a sash that goes around the top.
Oh yeah, like it definitely has an edge to it. This is a really cool costume.
An edge, more like a bite.
Cringe.
Ah, I see you got me vampire costume as well.
What's Halloween without vampires? You're wearing the men's Midnight Count costume. What do you think about it?
Full disclosure, I feel so extra in this thing, and I love it. I love the embroidery on the vest and the little buttons. I love the velvet accents here on the top of the vest. This little jewel on the ascot is awesome. And this cape, I love the cape. I love like the deep red on the inside of the cape. And this cape is awesome because you can do this.
You've been waiting all day to do that, haven't you?
Yes, I have.
This is the most comfortable pirate costume I've ever worn.
Have you worn a lot of pirate costumes?
No, but it's really comfortable. It's like as comfortable as pajamas. That's how easy it is to wear.
Fantastic. This is the Rustic Pirate Lady women's costume. I wanted to get you something that was a little less salty wench and a little more Anne Bonny.
Thanks, I appreciate it. I love how flowy the shirt is, and it's got elastic here and here, so you could wear it on or off the shoulders. And the vest too, it has stretch fabric in the back, so it has a really easy to wear flattering fit.
Awesome. Now the pants, those come with it too, don't they?
Yes, they do.
I really like the crushed velvet texture of those.
Oh yeah, it's
Are they
real
comfy?
nice. It's very comfortable, and they're really lightweight too, so it doesn't weigh you down or anything. It's very comfortable to wear.
Awesome. Now the boot toppers that come with this as well, I like how the boot toppers match the vest and the hat as well.
Oh yeah, it's all one cohesive look.
Now, talking about the hat, is the sash underneath, is that separate or is that all like one piece?
It is actually attached, so it's really easy to put on.
Oh, so you don't have to like put the sash on then the hat, you can just
Oh, yeah.
throw the whole thing on.
Easy, easy.
Awesome. You know, McKenzie, when we first said we were going to pick out pirate costumes, I was hoping you were going to get me a pirate costume like this, especially one with a jacket.
Yeah, that jacket really sets this costume apart. This is the traditional men's pirate captain costume. What do you think about it?
I love it. I feel like Captain Hook in this thing,
Yeah.
and it feels awesome. Like the jacket and like the vest are all kind of together, so it's really easy to put on.
Oh yeah, convenient.
Yeah, and like the velvet on, like the trim on the jacket matches the velvet on the pants.
Yeah, it's real nice.
It's, oh, I feel very like a royal pirate, if you will, like
Awesome.
a refined rich pirate.
Yes.
Okay, McKenzie, this is the women's Anne Boleyn costume. I wanted to get you something that was really fancy and had lots of texture and detail. What do you think?
Oh my gosh, I love it. And I love this gold trim everywhere. It's beautiful. And this inner layer too, it has a scroll pattern and like this beautiful glitter. I feel like a real queen in this.
And that scroll pattern is actually copied here on the inside of the sleeve
You're right.
as well. And see, what I like about it is that even though it is a one-piece dress, it still has all of these layers of fabric built up, just like an actual queen's
yeah.
wardrobe would have just been layer upon layer upon layer of
Yeah,
fabric.
you're right. Like this looks like a blouse underneath, but it's actually one piece. It's so easy to wear with a zipper up the back. It makes it really easy to get this really fancy, nice layered look all
Awesome.
in one piece.
Speaking of fancy, I really love the veil coming off of
Oh,
your
yes.
headpiece there.
It adds a lot of glimmer.
It looks very nice. You look lovely, Your Majesty.
Thank you.
You know, Mackenzie, I must say, it's hard not to talk like Sean Connery when you're wearing something like this.
Yikes. Well, this is the men's King Richard costume. What do you think about it?
Actually, there are so many parts of this that I love. The first thing is this faux chainmail fabric that is here on the sleeves, and it's on the boot toppers, and it's the second piece under this tunic here. And I love this stuff just because, you know, fake chainmail is either hit or miss when it comes to costumes, but this stuff has a really good feeling to it, and actually, especially on the cape, has a lot of weight to it. So,
Yeah.
I mean, it feels awesome.
Yeah, I noticed that too. What do you think about that embroidery on that tunic?
Actually, that was the next thing I was going to mention, was the embroidery on this tunic. I love this, and I love the red velvet of the tunic itself, and just the whole thing, just with like the crown and the regalness of it. It feels awesome. It feels very kingly.
Nice.
How can I ever thank you for picking this out for me?
No more Sean Connery impersonations. This really takes the cake as far as creepy goes.
It does. That mask is terrifying. This is the Lady of the Swamp witch costume. Now, I can't see your expression like I could in the other one, so you'll just have to tell me what you think about it.
Oh, I love it. It's exactly what I would go for if I was going for a horror look. I really love the drape of the fabric, the differences in the texture. It really adds to like the spooky feel of it.
Talk about spooky. That mask, with you just looking at me, it is a very intense face. I don't know if you could turn to them so they can see, but this is like a full covered mask with just this face is intense, and like the eye holes are really small, so you can't see inside the mask, and it just looks like that's your face. So.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're very welcome. Yeah, I wanted to get something that was just as far removed from the other three as possible, just to, show your range as an on-screen personality.
Oh, thanks. I appreciate it. I'm all smiles right now.
I'll take your word for it. Looks like, once again, we thought of the same style.
Go big or go home. This is the Minotaur costume. What do you think?
I won't lie. I looked pretty awesome in the mirror. And there's lots of pieces to this. Mm-hmm. So you have like the mask, the shoulders, the skirt, and like the hooves. So it really feels like a complete costume.
Yeah.
And the mask itself is pretty roomy. Like I got room in here for like a drink and my phone. Like there is lots of room in here, and I really like the hooves. Mm-hmm. And they stay in place. They have like 3 straps, two that go around your calf, and the one that goes around the bottom of your foot. So I really like those.
Nice. Well, I think that's the last of our costumes.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Man, that's a bunch of bull. You know what, Mackenzie? I think we did a pretty good job today, don't you? We went through quite a few costumes.
Yeah, I think so too. So, if you had to choose one to wear for Halloween, which would you pick?
If I had to choose one for Halloween, I would probably go with the Minotaur costume just because I loved the big mask on that and all the pieces that came with it. What about you?
I'd probably go for Dress to Kill vampire costume. I felt so powerful and so cool in that outfit.
You looked very powerful and pretty cool.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Well, that does it for this video. If you haven't already, be sure to like this video and subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you had any questions about the costumes me and Mackenzie were in today, be sure to ask us in the comment section below. Thanks for watching, everybody, and we will see you next time.